Shalom, quick video here. I'm up here trying to answer this question and I'm really struggling. I answered this question in a video. I'm looking for the video on my channel. I can't find the video. And so I decided to do what I saw another YouTuber doing, answering questions from his channel. This will make it easier and quicker because it needs a little bit of explaining. This is to Mitchell Nelson. His question: how do you feel about the Mashiach's words when he said, many who seek to preserve their lives shall lose it, and those who lose their life shall have life everlasting, or something to that effect? We know what it says. Once again, I've answered this in the video and it would have gave him a full explanation. I began typing and I'm realizing 30 minutes later I could have done this in a 5 to 10 minute video, and that's why I just stopped. I stopped replying and I said, let me go ahead and answer this question. All right, because this is a good question that everyone needs to know. Very important question. All right, so here's the scriptures. Matthew 16:24. I'm going to read 24 through 28. And Yahushua said to his followers, if anyone desires to come after me. I'm going back a little bit back before so you can see what's going on here. Anyone desires to come after me. There's that word come. Come after me. Come, seek him. Where is he? He's within the borders. Where's his Kadash places? Within the border. Come, seek me. We don't seek him in Babylon. We don't seek him in other places. We seek him where his Kadash places are, where he dwells. We seek him near the places where he placed his name, within his borders. This is where his people sought after him. This is what we did. So come after me. Let him deny himself. Now, himself, herself, you must deny yourself. And when this denial comes, most people don't want to deny themselves. They want to remain, they want to make a name for themselves. This is why they call themselves priest this, pastor this. They don't want to deny themselves. They don't want to say, I'm just a voice. Don't worry about my name. And be on a real mission. They don't want to do this. They say they got the doctrines of Yahushua, but they don't. They're lying. And take up his cross and follow me. Now, you know they threw in this cross thing. So I have to show you this. It doesn't say cross. Deny himself, take up his cross. See, all of this needs to be explained here to get to the point of what's going on. So what did they throw in for cross? The G4716. Let me show you. This is exactly what Yahushua's talking about here. We know for a fact it was no cross. You see the first meaning, cross. You keep reading, it says an upright stake. We know they took him off the tree. We know what they did. Stake used for fences. All right, look on down here. Exposure to death. This is what he's talking about. He's not talking about take up the cross. He's not talking about you and I being what they call crucified. He's talking about us coming close to the point of death, because when you follow him, when you come after him, know and understand the enemy going to come after you. It's going to be deadly. There are many people that would love to get their hands on me and take me out. When you truly stand for the truth, you become an enemy to the enemy. But you become a friend to the Most High. And we're friends. Most people today are friends with the enemy. Now, here we go. So when it says, watch this, let me go back to this. When it says take up your cross, meaning when you come after me, when you deny yourself, you're going to be doing something dangerous and deadly. People going to want to kill you for doing this. Follow me. When you follow him, you do what he say do. This is what he means when he say follow me. My sheep know my voice. My sheep keep my words. That's something you have to do. That's something you and I have to do. For whoever desires to save his life will lose it. But whosoever loses his life for my sake will find it. Now, what is he talking about? Most people say, okay, they're fleeing to save their life. And Yahushua said, whoever desires to save their life will lose it. See, this is where they get it twisted. We come out because he commanded us to come out. And when we do come out, yes, it does save or deliver. Deliver yourself, you who dwell with the daughter of Babylon. These verses are unrefutable. No one can go against this and be righteous. Only a wicked one will go against this. His word stands. So, watch this. Now, the Father showed me this. He gave me insight on this years ago. For whoever desires to save his life, how do you save your life? Let me tell you what he's talking about. This is what he showed me. When you stay in Babylon, you got your homes, you got your cars, you got your family, you got your job. That's your life. To stay in her, you save it by not leaving, by not putting it down, by not denying yourself. You're not denying yourself when he tells you to come out and you say, no, I'm staying. This is what this is saying. This is what the Father showed me. Whoever desires to save his life, staying in her and keeping your livelihood in her, that's holding on to your life in Babylon. But watch this. But whoever loses his life, we lost our life. Our life was in Babylon. Everyone that came out, that's still out, you lost your life. Your life was in Babylon. We left family. We left homes. We left property. We left good paying jobs. We left all this stuff. We put our life down. This is what this means. You lose your life. Whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. See, now you got to go somewhere and you have to seek and you have to find something different. You have to become a pilgrim in the earth, just like 2nd Ezra tells us. You got to find something. What are you going to find in Babylon, in your home, on your land, working your job? What did you put down? See, so the enemy put a change on this and make it look like we have tried to save our life and we're going to lose it. No, when the Father say do something and you will live, then you do it and you live. It's the enemy that reverses it. And yes, the Father had to reveal this to me. He says, for what? He goes on. He's not done. That's why I have to continue here. For what profit is it to a man who gains the world? See, you kept your home, you kept your successful job, your successful business, you kept your land, you kept your cars, your motorcycles, you kept your family, your mom, your dad, your brothers and your sisters, your uncles and your aunt. You gained the world. See, we put it down. We lost our lives. We came over here. We went from driving our cars to catching a cab. You see what who's gaining and who's losing? We had to put our lives down. And many of our people, they got money and they don't want to put their lives down. They're going to hold on to their lives. And what are they going to do? They're going to continue to gain, going down in Babylon, making money. Look at these YouTube preachers. Look at these husband and wives, over 100,000 subscribers, making all this money. Look at them. Happy, smiling, keeping our people docile, keeping our people away from the truth. So you gain the world, you're going to lose your soul. This is what happens, and it goes deeper. I got into the point of answering the question, explaining how it goes deeper than this. See, in our last Shabbat class, this very point, we went deeper into it. It goes deeper than what you are hearing. Or what will it gain Or what will a man give in exchange for his soul? What will you give? Will you put your life down for the Father? Or will you keep what you have? Verse 27, for the Son of Man will come in the splendor of his Father with his Malachims. Now look what we're talking about. Him coming back with the Malachims with him. And then he will reward each according to his works. See, the bastard, you want to follow the bastard? You follow the bastard. The bastard said it's not according to your works. Yahushua is sitting up right here telling us you're going to be judged, and you're going to be judged, reward according to your works. What was your works? I stayed in Babylon. I kept my life. I didn't put my life down. I didn't deny myself. That automatically makes you an enemy to the Father. Another point to the question, is it his will for us to come out? Yes. It's not his will for us to stay in. If you stay in her, you are outside of his will. It's the same equivalent as he's commanding Abraham, come from among your father's house and go to a land I show you. And Abraham stay in his father's house. See, that's outside of his will. Then Abraham would become an enemy to the Father. 28. Surely I say to you, here we go. It doesn't end. Surely I say to you, there are some standing here who shall not taste death. In Babylon, you're going to taste death when it comes. When in all the other areas of the earth, you're going to taste death when famine. This is what the prophets told us. How many verses you've heard on this channel? Famine and death among Gui. And there will be some that miss this. They're not going to taste death. What did they do? Remember their works. They came out. They got within the borders. They're going to sneak off into the wilderness when the time comes. No one in Babylon, nowhere else around will know what's going on, what's going down. They didn't partake of this. They didn't get in position. And then once they get in the wilderness, the 1/3 will not taste death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. His kingdom is here. His kingdom is within the borders. Now you ask yourself a question. You have to fight. Let me explain something. You have to fight, kick, scream, do whatever you can to get within his borders. You must do whatever it takes to obey that command. They say in the movement, by any means necessary. That was for us. That's for right now, by any means necessary. But I have this, any means necessary. I have that. I have children in America. They don't want to leave. We've done that. That's part of putting our lives down. We love our children. We saw them grow up, but we had to leave some of them. We love our mom and dad. They raised us. They nursed us. We have to put them down. We have to leave. So this is the answer to the question. This should answer your question. You desire to save your life, you're going to lose it. Stay in her, you saving your life. We lost our lives. We lost our livelihood. Listen, we were in a home where our children grew up in this home. This home would have been ours by now, paid for. We only had a few more years to go, but what did we do? We put all that down. Do we own a home now? All that work, all the money we put in it? No. We have our priorities straight. We know we're pilgrims. We know that we have to be ready to move when it's time to move. So this should give you an understanding of what this means, and it's for everybody else that want to know, what does this mean? Those that desire to save their life will lose their life, and those that lose their life for my sake will find it. It will be found in the wilderness with Malachims, and it will be the 1/3 that kept the Most High's command. Shalom.